In this video, I just want to show you what I'm going to be doing to potentially take advantage of lower prices in Bitcoin. We've had a drop down since our last video in the price of Bitcoin, and we're back at the 90,000, and it's currently retesting these values and showing a bit of signs of weakness actually. Um, But I actually want to compare this pattern, which is quite similar to the pattern that we saw in 2022. We had this relief rally and failed to get back onto the 100. It's the 50K here, but it's very similar to the 100K in today's price action. Had this relief rally and it dropped down to the 40K and couldn't get it back above that level and then failed. So this is essentially the 90K value when we're comparing patterns and price levels, and this would be the 100K. So currently we're at this position here where Bitcoin has come back down to the 90K and it's retesting these values to see if we can get support on the 90K. So I want to see a bit more price action to confirm that. There's also a few indicators that I'm looking at, the MACD and the RSI. This is a 3 daily chart, which I find has a little bit less noise when compared to the daily chart. I want to see a bearish crossover back into red territory and the RSI below the moving average. If you look at the 3 daily chart in today's current price, you can see that the MACD is still positive and the RSI is still above the moving average. So I want to see a little bit more bearish momentum before I consider taking any positions. Also, the volume is quite low here, which suggests that we're still in that corrective phase. And I kind of want to still confirm that we can get a retest resistance at that 90,000. So if we look at where we are right now, we had that move down. We've had a small bounce, which suggests that we may be still in this cycle. If we break this trend line and then go back up above 90K, I probably want to see some strong bearish reactions at the 92 or the 93 levels and head back down. So there's a little bit more to confirm here in terms of price action. If we look at a sort of an Elliott wave perspective, you could say that this is like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. Or maybe it's we could be in a fourth wave currently. So a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before getting a correction. So if we start taking shorts too soon, it's possible that we'll get trapped and stopped out if our stops are tight. So it's a little bit too soon to confirm where we are in terms of price action. I just want a little bit more confirmation that the 93 and the 90 is the retested resistance. So if we compare that to 2022, I think this is a good chart just to highlight that. We've got the 43K here and the 40,000. After that relief rally, you see that drop down, you get a bounce off the 40,000 or just below it. It goes back above 40,000 and there's a strong rejection off the 43. Essentially, this is the kind of price action I want to see. Strong bearish rejections off those levels. And then you can start to maybe add some, potentially some short positions, whether it's below these levels or small positions as you see the reactions, and then have maybe a tight stop around the 40,000, 44,000. So that's what I would have done in 2022. But in today's price action, this would be, of course, the 93,000, and this would be the 90,000. So essentially, that's kind of what I'm looking for. We're probably sitting around this area at the moment, so it's kind of early stages. We may get some more bounces here, and yeah, I want to see more bearish momentum to the downside before I start taking any short positions. Great, so thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.